Welcome to another edition of Chuck and Gord's Let's Talk, episode 4. It's September 22nd, and it's a Friday.
I'm Gord.
I'm Chuck. Who knows when this is going to get uploaded, but it's a Friday right now. So happy Friday.
Yeah, Good Friday.
So, I don't know. What's new in my life? Recorded a vlog yesterday. Recording it went really well. It was like 20-something minutes total. I might be cutting it down, but probably not. But, so I did that around 5 o'clock, maybe 6. It was done probably between 6 and 7. And then I had to, because it was, my phone ran out of hard drive space halfway through. So, it clips off and you gotta record another clip. So now I gotta fucking put them both together. And that's fine. If I had more hard drive space on my iPhone, I could just do it on there with the iMovie, but I don't. So then I'm going to do it on my computer. You know how when we put a movie file, like an MOV file on your computer, it just works in Windows Movie Player? Because yours is new?
It's awesome.
It's like, does its job. Well, my Windows Movie Maker is from like some ancient time before like there was, books and stuff like that. And it doesn't freaking play MOVs. Download all these codecs to make it work with MOV.
Yeah.
And then my computer, because it's old, doesn't freaking run right. And then I tried downloading some new movie makers, like different brands and different programs, like free ones or whatever. And not all of them would be good if I had a higher powerful processor. So anyways, I'm going back to Movie Maker, and that's fine. I just have to convert my files every time to AVI. And that takes like about a good hour per file. So from like 7 to 9 o'clock at night, by the time my girlfriend got done her from work and she was home, I got nothing done. So needless to say, when we're done here, that's what I'm doing. I'm going there, I'm going to edit that vlog, get it up, and What's new with you?
Oh, not much. I don't know. I guess, I got a job.
Congratulations.
So that's pretty sweet.
That's awesome, man.
And well, it'll just help fund everything though too.
Exactly.
It's another avenue for income.
Yep.
Source of income, I guess. I don't know. I got hit by a car today.
Regina drivers, I don't know, man.
Oh, I was in a car when I got hit. I didn't actually get hit, but yeah, so that was something. Anyways.
Yeah, man, I know.
I was in my girlfriend's car, so it sucks.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my fault. It was the other dude's fault.
That's what insurance is for.
So everything will get taken care of. I'm okay, obviously.
And that's what matters. So do you want to start, or should I start, or how should we do this?
We finished last episode with your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
How about we continue off from where you kind of were out there?
Sounds good.
Get going on that.
So I don't remember like how much in depth I went about numbers and stuff, like, and how I bought it, and I think I talked about that.
Yeah.
So I skipped the Nintendo Wii. I never even had the 64, but I played on like my buddy's 64 slots.
I didn't mind the 64.
And we had a GameCube, so I played a whole bunch of GameCube as a kid too.
GameCube's the one that had that weird ass fucking controller.
Yep. The weird
Stupid
purple
buttons.
monstrosity, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I didn't like that one.
it was a weird controller, man. I got used to it, but I hated it how it looked and stuff. It was really weird at first. But the GameCube actually ended up being one of the, in my opinion, one of the last great Nintendo systems. I don't know how much you got to play on, but
I thought they were pretty, like, I think the games were okay.
yeah,
You know,
but you just didn't
I
like the
just hated
controller.
the controllers. They were really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's funny because the N64 controller was freaking weird looking too,
But
it was comfy. And then they still went with that.
Comfy.
What?
It was comfy.
Comfy. That's what I said. What do you think I
We're
said?
just saying it's comfy.
Very comfortable, like a pillow.
Comfortable.
No, it's not like a pillow. But anyway.
Cloud in your hand.
But yeah, so I mean, I like that controller. I had a lot of fun memories with it, and then whatever. The GameCube, I will get back to that. So I was a big Xbox guy. I had the original Xbox, I had the Xbox 360, now I have the Xbox One. But as I said, for whatever reason, I decided to buy the Wii U first because I knew my girlfriend could enjoy it with me.
Yeah.
So I did, spend like $700 on it, whatever, bought controllers, and kind of knowing the life was over, kind of knowing what I was doing was stupid, but I mean, I really want to play those Nintendo games, and I don't regret it in that sense. All the games on there that we bought, which would have been Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze, Mario Kart 8 or whatever it was, Super Mario Wii U, and Super Mario World. And I think that's really it. Like 4 games we bought for it, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And it was worth it for all that. Those games are great. I love that because what Nintendo's doing there is they're getting somebody with nostalgia to the original consoles.
Yeah.
Her nostalgia with the Super Nintendo because she played Donkey Kong and Mario and stuff on that, and my nostalgia with the original Nintendo.
Right. Yeah,
And that's
that's nice because then they're reaching out to the different genres or age groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to even bring the older people back.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing it, right?
Well, essentially, yeah. And I mean, I think, and that's fine, whatever. But really, the Wii U, if you want to get down to facts. Just 1 second here, guys.
Well, I don't know nothing about
I do have this.
I've never even played a Wii
The
U.
Wii U had 745 games released for it in total. Surprise to me. I don't know where these games were. Because if you ever
I always looked at Nintendo as like I don't know, like a good system, but just not a high output of games.
well,
Like they didn't
700.
make a lot of games. I never thought that many.
If you get to the numbers, the Wii before it had 661 games worldwide, and then before that, the GameCube was released. I might be getting my numbers all messed up here. It was higher. The numbers were higher than I thought. That's quite a few games for the life of a
Yeah,
console.
see, I never thought.
Yeah,
Because
the
you know,
N64 had around 300 games released, I think.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, it's, but
388 for the 64.
how much for the first Nintendo?
I have no idea how many games were released for it, but I didn't
There's quite
go.
a few for that.
I didn't go into that because I didn't think those markets in time in video game was as relevant to the overall point I'm trying to get at, which is what I said was I think the GameCube and the 64 were the last serious Nintendo consoles. If you look at the GameCube, it had tons of games on it. It had all the Nintendo games on it, right? All the Nintendo brand games. But it had FIFA, Madden,
Right.
Tony Hawk. Like I remember Brad Sutherland, one of my buddies, he wasn't really into Tony Hawk, but somehow I got him convinced to rent it for his GameCube.
Yeah.
And then I got him into Tony Hawk games, and he's not even into that stuff. You know what I mean? Cool stuff like that. And then the Wii came out, and there still was third-party support, so you still could get other games. What I'm basically trying to say is now as a video gamer, it feels like, and they're trying to change this with the Switch, and I will touch on that. But as a video gamer, when we were growing up, you could own an N64 or own a GameCube and not be a disadvantaged video gamer. You could still get almost all the games the PlayStation and the Xbox had. Now it feels like, especially with the Wii U, because there was no third-party support, there was only one Madden game and one FIFA game released, and then everyone went bye-bye. There was a Batman game, and they went bye-bye. Everybody didn't want to touch it. So what I'm saying here is you have to buy an Xbox or a PlayStation in order to play any normal game. You can't just have a Wii U to do it all. Nintendo somewhere along the line became a joke of a console and a joke of a video game maker, where it's like, we're not a serious one. You have to buy our console for our name brand characters and for all our gimmicky bullshit.
Yeah.
Whereas before with the GameCube, you could play every game basically a PlayStation had. You want to play hockey? Great. Sports? Great. Tony Hawk? Great. Dave Mirra? It was all there. And then you had your Smash Brothers and your Pokemon and your Super Mario and all that
Blades
too.
of Steel.
Yeah, and then Blades of Steel was a great game for the original
hockey
Nintendo.
game.
But where was
This
your...
is just getting fights on purpose.
Yeah, because the fighting made it go into better graphics.
You just
Yeah, man.
It's so awesome.
No, it's awesome.
Okay. Yeah, but anyways.
And but that's what I'm saying. And
No,
then,
I get it.
And then okay, so take this for instance. When the N64 came out, there was a lot of franchises created. Okay, they created the Wave Race franchise for Sea-Doo. They created 1080 for snowboarding, right?
Yeah.
And then they did the new form of Legend of Zelda and all that kind of stuff.
See, I was never a Zelda guy.
And that's fine. I was kind of a Zelda guy, but kind of not. And then you go to the GameCube. They made another 1080 snowboarding game, and it was great. They made another Wave Race game, and it was great. Okay? They continued their franchises. They never made a Banjo-Kazooie game on the GameCube because Microsoft bought Rare and stole it from them. So they can never make a Perfect Dark game for the GameCube. Perfect Dark ended up being made for the Xbox instead, the 360.
Oh, that's cool.
So they lost Rare, and that kind of sucked too. But I mean, if they had Rare, would they have made another Banjo-Kazooie game? They should have. Just like Xbox should have made a true one, but they didn't. But that's neither here nor there. But you had these franchises. Oh, on the GameCube, there was wrestling games galore. I don't think there was any wrestling games on the Wii or the Wii U. I know there was gonna.
I know there was wrestling for like
the old ones.
Nintendo and
Well,
shit.
because the old systems
the thing
were
was-
taken seriously.
See,
they
I
were
went-
video game consoles first and foremost.
I went from the first Nintendo, like when I got the first Nintendo, then from that console, like okay, Atari was before that, but
Obviously,
irregardless.
yeah, it's all good.
But, so from the first Nintendo to the Sega,
Yeah,
and then from the Sega to a whole bunch of years where I never even played a video game
yeah.
until I was like 18 when I bought the PlayStation, first PlayStation,
Yeah.
and then I was PlayStation 2, then Xbox
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah. So just since
Whatever.
no, that's
I
awesome.
trailed off, sorry.
No, I'm glad you shared that. So a little info about me: Nintendo, the NES, then we had the Sega Genesis, then we had a long time of no video games. So I was like no PlayStation or no N64. I had to play them at my buddy's house.
Yeah.
And then I think I saved up to get the Dreamcast, and then Sega just died. And then my dad
that was
bought,
sad.
and then my dad bought us the Xbox, and then the 360. My mom and my brother bought that for me, or for my Christmas or something.
Yeah.
And then what else happened? Then I bought the Xbox One for myself after the Wii U.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but I am a huge Nintendo fan. I bought the Wii U just to freaking play Mario and feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
And that's like Nintendo releasing the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, like those. They're basically little emulators in a thing, and they overcharge them, and they overcharge for them, and they don't make enough of them.
Right.
So it's like supply and demand and all this stuff. That's BS. I'm not buying those freaking stupid things made to play on my heartstrings. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to spend all this money for these freaking things. Like, I'm not even going to go onto what you could do for really easily to play those games. But anybody with a brain and a computer can figure it out. And not be ripped off. Why should we be buying video games 900 freaking times? It's bad enough I bought Grand Theft Auto four times for some reason, maybe because I was kept losing the case or the CD. I forget what it was. And the Grand Theft Auto 4, I bought it like 3 times.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City was like my favorite one.
Yeah, great game. I bought
And San Andreas. Whoa,
I bought San Andreas twice. Because I bought it for the PS2 and the Xbox.
So
I bought
it's never on
GTA
Nintendo.
5. I bought that twice. Once for the 360, once for the One. I bought Mario like 2 or 3 times. The same Mario, whether it's been on an emulator, on one of the Wii store or whatever. I'm just saying, how many times do they expect us to pay money for these games that I already bought once back in the day, or my parents bought me, and that cartridge is sitting somewhere in my mom's house. So why should I be paying for that game again? When there's a ROM on the internet for it. I don't know, man. I'm not harshing on Nintendo. I'm not harshing on the people that want to buy this stuff. I get why Nintendo does what they're doing. It's a business. But I feel like they kind of pull on our heartstrings and abuse the fans a little bit too much. The Wii, for instance, when it came out, the GameCube tried to compete graphically against the Xbox and the PS2. And it did. And then the Wii comes out and we're just going to throw graphics out the window. We're just going to throw serious video gaming out the window and just make it this stupid...
like little avatar crap.
Yeah. And what's that kind of called? Casual gaming.
Yeah.
And they just went for the casual gamer. And guess what? It worked. The Wii sold crazy.
Oh, it did.
And there was tons of games for it and everything. And that's great. And I think the video game industry needed that life brought into it. Because the Wii brought attention to the Xbox. It would bring attention to the PlayStation.
I liked how it got you moving though too.
Oh yeah, it was great.
I won't knock it either. I'm a total PlayStation guy, all the way, right? But in that way, I thought it was kind of nice. Like you get that boxing one or that frisbee golf or the archery. Did you ever send there?
Oh yeah. No, I played a lot of Wii because my sister had one.
But,
and I played a shit ton of Wii, okay?
But graphics, like you said, yeah, they just
No, and the seriousness of it, like we just don't take it serious anymore. Yeah, they released the Twilight Princess, an amazing game. They released it both on the GameCube. It's Zelda. I know you don't know. They released Twilight Princess on the GameCube, and then re-released it for the Wii U. And then I totally forgot about Skyward Sword. That was another Zelda game that I never played on the Wii. And sorry, I said Wii U. Twilight Princess was on the Wii and the GameCube. They remade it for the Wii U later. So again, you're buying the game 4 fucking times.
Yeah.
And then
remastered.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then freaking Skyward Sword is apparently really good. I've never played it. I totally forgot about that. When I researched this morning, I found about it. Whatever. So then the Wii U comes out. All of a sudden, there's no third-party support. You don't have any more hockey games. You don't have any more things. So like, you have to buy the 2 consoles, and that's what I essentially did. I bought the Wii U, so I could play those 5 games with my girlfriend, and then I bought the Xbox One for serious video gaming.
Yeah.
And now they're freaking released the Switch, and it's another gimmicky piece of crap, far as I'm concerned. I say to people, these Nintendo fans, I'm like, it's underpowered. Oh no, it's not underpowered. Look at the stats. There's tablets on the market. Like, not this one, but there's tablets on the market that are more powerful than the freaking Switch. They're basically using tablet architecture for the memory of it. Oh yeah, bring it over to your buddy's house. Maybe it's cool. Maybe I'm past it. Maybe I'm too old for this crap. I don't know. But these kids, if I had kids, I don't think I'd be letting my little kid take a $400, $500 piece of freaking machinery over to their buddy's house so they can all throw it around with the controllers and stuff. Like, it's just freaking things waiting to happen. I don't know. Who are you marketing it to? Like, I get it. My sister loves it. She thinks it's freaking awesome. And it is cool.
Are we back to the Switch now?
Yes. Okay. We're going to the Switch. This all led into it, okay?
I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. It leads all into it. I'm just trying to give you some background. Anyone who doesn't know about it, go and read about, like, the last couple of consoles. And look at it. Because now the Switch happens, and they're not doing anything differently. I have pictures on my phone, and maybe if we figure a way to throw them up on the screen quickly, and you guys can look at the pictures of the EB games, and you can see the little EB games here in Regina, and how there's a little aisle for Nintendo, and then PlayStation and Xbox have these huge aisles, and they say there's all these games coming, like Doom. I have it for the Xbox One. Amazing game, okay, great. Runs 1080 or 720, whatever. On PS4, it's definitely 1080. I don't freaking care. I think it's
PS4 is awesome.
I think it's 1080 on the Xbox One. I don't care. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we got that game how many years ago? It already came out, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, but you can buy it for the Nintendo Switch in 2018.
What?
Woo! Like, woo! Like,
yeah, you get to play it all over.
Chances are you already own a PS4 or an Xbox One.
Yeah.
So chances are you've already played it. Or Street Fighter. They remade a Street Fighter game, okay?
I didn't even play those.
They remade a Street Fighter game, and I think it's like old school graphics. I'm not even really... No, they're like HD graphics, but they're still 2D cartoon.
Yeah.
And they're charging $60 for it. Street Fighter 2 on the Switch. Like, sweet. So now I bought Street Fighter 2 like 20 times already, and you're expecting me to buy it again?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't buy a Switch. I'm not going to. They can joke on it, man. I love Nintendo.
Oh.
I love the Nintendo games and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not doing it again. I'm not spending $500 or $300 or whatever it is on the console just to buy these games again and then be screwed over.
I don't know. Nintendo's lost its value to me that way. You know, like I can't even fathom even buying anything.
It's not a serious video gamer's console. I get it if you're a casual gamer.
The way that I would look at Nintendo and the way that they seem to look at themselves would be like two completely different people. I would see them as being like the forerunners, the guys that should be breaking the barriers, like ahead of Xbox, ahead of PlayStation.
No,
they started it,
and they're just taking the backseat to it.
They're just kind of riding the coattails.
Yeah, let's make another portable console.
We can still stay alive if we make games of this quality. We don't have to go any further than this.
Yeah. With
the graphics, with the gaming system, with the 64-byte system, or whatever it is anymore. I don't know.
I know.
Whatever.
I know, man.
All that shit. It's like all the ambition in the company is gone. Well, when you look at the games created for Xbox or for PlayStation, the graphics, the quality of the games is deadly. And I guess that's why they're 30 gigs, which is still stupid. I don't know why they brought out systems that were 500 gigs, and you got games that are 50 gigs
or 80,
or 80 gigs. Yeah, like it's just retarded.
No,
and then you're constantly uninstalling and installing.
The HD thing on the PS4 and the Xbox One. And don't get me wrong, PS4 and Xbox have made a lot of mistakes too. They're not perfect.
They do.
But the hard drive thing is BS. They should have had at least 2 terabyte hard drives, and they should have made it affordable.
But the gaming quality
there should be no 500 gig hard drives.
Is 1,000 times better than Nintendo.
Yeah.
By far. Like, I don't know. It's just huge, the difference.
No, it is, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Nintendo has done good in the portable market, like their Nintendo DSs and stuff, and that's cool. But that's kids or whatever, different people.
Well, that's a straight up market.
But it's a different market, man. There. And then you're trying to make
it's a market that.
But then they're trying to make the Switch. Now they're doing the Switch, and it's supposed to be a home console, but it's supposed to be a portable console too. Yeah. They don't know what they want, and there's all these third-party games announced for it. I'm gonna laugh when they all get canceled.
Yeah.
And if they do, I mean, okay, I'll be so happy for Nintendo if they do successful, because it's good for video games. I want Nintendo to be successful.
It's like, or are they playing possum?
I don't know, man.
And just letting everybody kind of do whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh, they just come out with something.
I doubt it.
That just blows everybody away.
Yeah,
like, are they secretly in like labs, like totally doing like virtual reality shit? Like PlayStation's already bringing it out there. They were the first ones to really kind of do it, or Samsung might have been.
Well, PC was the first, like the computer market.
Yeah,
but PS4 is the first home console you can do it on.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Damn
first
right.
home console.
Damn right. Yes.
So, my throat. But I forgot what the fuck.
You're saying, is Nintendo up to something? No, they're not.
Oh yeah, like are they secretly like fucking hiding out in a secret bunker somewhere, totally testing out other shit?
No, there's no way.
But how much money do they make a year?
I don't know, but they're not gonna put all this R&D. They're not gonna put all. I know, but they're not gonna put all this R&D into the Switch, and then they're still got some freaking back burner thing. I don't see it, man.
Like,
what are they gonna do? Just abandon the Switch in 3 years?
Pokemon game? No.
What? The Pokemon Go? It's on the phones. They got a lot of Pokemon games. So there's
like
Pokemon. There's Pokemon on the Nintendo DS. There's Pokemon on the consoles.
Is that what keeps them alive?
Pokemon is huge in the handheld market. The handheld market is what keeps them alive.
What is
Nintendo, like the 3DS, Nintendo 3DS, and all those things. That's what keeps them alive.
Like Japanese?
They're a Japanese company, but it's the handheld market, bro. It's handheld market. It's things like Pokemon. It's things like Super Mario.
Yeah.
It's things like Zelda, because they're releasing Zelda games and Super Mario games all the time on the DS. And that's great for the kids, man.
So never pay attention.
But I don't play portable things. I want it to be in my house in front of my 60-inch TV. I want to be playing my video game that way. Just like when I was a little kid, playing in front of a 26-inch TV or a 20-inch or a 32. Yeah. That's what I want to do. I was still, even when I was a kid, some of my buddies were huge on Game Boy. I was like, what do I play this Game Boy? It's a stupid monochrome screen. I can barely see it. In the dark, you can't see it. Yeah, 2 buttons.
I had a Game Boy.
They're awesome, don't get me wrong.
It had a light.
Yeah, the light. I know my buddy had a snake light when I played at his house. Don't get me wrong, I played the crap out of his Game Boy. I played the crap out of Kevin Dosenberg's Game Boy when he was at his house. But I didn't want one. I'd rather just play my Nintendo at home.
Yeah.
And then guess what? If it's outside time or go somewhere time, you put the game Nintendo away, you go outside, you ride your bike, or you play hockey, or you play basketball, or you go for a jog, you throw the ball with the dog, you go to your buddy's house and make forts. You don't need to be on these handheld devices all the time, going around, burn, playing your freaking video games. And I'm a video game crazy guy, right? Even my phone, I don't play a lot of video games on my phone. I had like the South Park one on, the new South Park game for the phone. It was great.
I have the Walking Dead one.
There are some great ones, but I had to take them all off.
I only go on it once a day.
I take them off because I'm a YouTube creator now, and I only bought the 16 gig iPhone 6. And I can't do nothing with this. So the next iPhone I'm going to get is like 1 million gigs.
Yeah.
And then, you know what, somebody's like, Samsung, just buy a Samsung, then you can put a card in it. And I'm like, no, I'll just buy another iPhone, thank you very much.
Yeah, another iPhone.
I'm done with my rant, man. Are we even going still?
Pause here.
Did it stop?
Oh, we got 4 minutes.
Yeah, just turn her off, man, and we'll go to now. There's no good games for the Wii or the Wii U, basically.
Right.
Like some of the Wii, you know how there's 752 Wii games or Wii U games? Some of those are like Tap Arcade, Monster Hunter 1 through 7. It's like, oh, I want a bunch of those. Tap Tap Arcade 6, you know, Lollapalooza, banging the ball against the wall. Like, stupid shit. Like, no, that.
Yeah,
Take a look on Wikipedia and see how good the games are for the Wii U.
Yeah, thumbs up.
And there's like 6 really good Nintendo games, and the rest of them are like Tap Tap Arcade Mania 7.6 Love You Long Time. Like,
anyways, I just want to point out right here that none of this has Batman versus Superman in it. Doomsdays. This is where Doomsday gets found. The death, the funerals.
It's a comic universe.
There's no Batman versus fucking Superman, though.
I know.
What?
Find the Dark Knight Returns.
I know where it is.
Find the Dark Knight Returns.
I know where it is.
Find the Dark Knight Returns. Then take it against the Superman comic. Okay.
Okay.
Rub them together like they're making love.
No,
and then they make a child.
Right there. There you go.
And that's B versus S.
There.
Yep. Now you take these.
Don't eat this one. Oh, good job there, Rowdy.
Now, can the camera see this? Can the camera see this?
Yeah.
Now you just go
Quit rubbing them.
just like this. Okay. I don't want to touch too much. He's gonna hate me.
Yeah.
But to make him.
Anyways, I want to tell you guys something. This comic right here is made in the 80s.
People are gonna be really mad at you.
This comic was made in the 80s. This is mid-90s.
I know.
So,
fully aware. So what's going on?
The time difference
It's huge.
is stupid. But anyways, that was all my point.
No, I know.
And then Stevie Eiserman spawned. This knife was made by a friend of mine in Swift Current, Gardy. Yeah, that's handmade. This is actually an antler from a deer that was killed probably by him.
I figured it was.
Same thing with the skull here. He's also made by Gardy too. The guy's wicked with his art that way. And yeah,
That's
I don't
really
know.
cool.
But anyways, yeah, that was kind of my thing. I just wanted to prove that the timelines are those screwed up. Like, I totally understand it's an extended universe. Like, I get it. But the thing is like, come on, whatever, extended, whatever.
I know what you're saying.
Crappy shit.
Goyer and Miller, or no, Goyer and Snyder.
Either way, it doesn't make sense to me why he had to do it. Lex Luthor had nothing to do with making.
I know he didn't.
Doomsday.
Yeah, I thought that was stupid. I agree with you. It was stupid.
Nothing.
Zero. Stupid. Why'd you do that? Because they just want to take everything and make everything procreate together and have little
anyways,
bastardy offspring storylines.
I've got the actual individual comics, all of them too. I just didn't want to pull them all out.
No.
This is good enough. It's just proof enough to me that the time difference, that's a $300 comic right there anyways. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
Just going off so angry, he just has to start swallowing what numbers.
Yeah.
That's
like,
like,
I've had enough. Yeah, it's Chuck spitting on me.